Pulse is still normal. Respiration's fine. For those that don't know us, who are we?
So we are land geeks, and you are the land geek. You are responsible for this amazing community of land investors. So what we do is we flip land. We buy and sell land. It's not like buying and selling houses because there are no tenants, termites, toilets, anything like that. It's a very low maintenance way of investing in real estate. There are no emergencies. And we buy land at pennies on the dollar and turn around and sell it for cash or on terms, owner financing. And that creates a passive income for us.
Passive income. It is the holy grail of income, because once our passive income exceeds our fixed expenses, we're free. We can work when we want, where we want, with whom we want. I've got to read this chapter to you. I got this book by Derek Sivers, Hell Yeah or No, and one of the chapters in there is really interesting. It's like 2 pages. It's smart, happy, useful, and how all three need to intersect. He's like, if you just want to be smart and useful, but not happy, those are like those parents that, you really put a lot of pressure on their kids to get straight A's and go to an Ivy League school and become, doctors or lawyers, right? Like, they're smart and useful, but they may not be happy doing it. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, now, if you want to be smart and happy, you might just focus on passive income, right? And but at a certain point, you may not be useful because it's all about you and your passive income. And then he's like, maybe happy and smart, like the Mexican fisherman story. I thought it was really funny, but again, it's all about the Mexican fisherman providing for his family, taking care of his own needs. He may not be being useful. He's like, useful and happy, but not smart is going to be those kids that go to college, go, $100,000 in debt and join the Peace Corps, right? Like they're really useful, and they might be happy, but they're not necessarily being smart, because long term, eventually they're going to have to provide for themselves, kind of thing. It was just really interesting. So I think what we're doing is the intersection of all three: smart, happy, and useful, because we're very useful in the sense that, first of all, we're helping people along the way get this asset that arguably is the greatest asset on earth, because it is earth. It's the only thing that lasts. And then in so doing, you're helping your customers, you're helping the counties, and building those communities as well. But I do think that once your passive income does exceed your fixed expenses, you've got that holy grail of time to really figure out how you want to be useful besides just land investing. And I think that is the magic formula to life, is all three of those. What do you think?
I love it. What's the name of the book again and the author?
Derek Sivers, Hell Yeah or No.
Hell Yeah or No. Okay, awesome. That's a great way to look at things, because there's so many things in my life where I can think, oh, I'm good in 2 areas, but if I was good in all 3, that'd be amazing.
What do you mean?
Check that out.
You're definitely happy, smart, and useful. You're giving back every day, man.
Yeah, I mean, in the different areas of life, though, you can look at it that
I see.
way.
Different areas of life.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I showed that chapter to my son in college. I'm like, see, this is what you want.
I love that.
Oh.
I like that.
I don't think he got it, but
I mean, now 5 years ago I wasn't there, right?
Right.
I was smart and useful, but I wasn't happy.
Smart and useful, but not happy.
Yeah, working long hours, and I guess there were spurts of happiness here and there. You feel some sense of accomplishment with patience and that type of thing. But Ooh, we got some questions, Mark.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh,
Or-
before we get to the questions, should we tease everybody about what's coming?
Yeah, well, this is a smart, happy, and useful thing.
This is a smart, happy, useful thing.
There's going to be some major updates with LG Pass here. Uh, well, in 2021, Scott Todd has big plans, but there is an imminent change that's happening, what, January 1st?
We're hoping it'll be done by January 1st, but it'll definitely be January. But we're hoping for January 1st.
What is it?
It is the lowest costs mailing ever. It includes address verification. It's 65 cents for first class mail, no monthly fee. It's all embedded in LG Pass. You're not going to have to, get your own Lob account anymore. It'll all be in LG Pass. Whatever you mail that day, LG Pass will just charge you 65 cents. And includes address verification. You will not find a lower price anywhere for first class mail. It's
That's
exciting.
going to be a big game changer.
It's a big game changer and includes address verification. The negotiation on that was pretty good. I mean,
Pretty good.
pretty good. I think at one point they're like, we've never done this. But we're doing a lot of volume through LG Pass.
Yeah.
So they kind of owe us now.
Well, and that Lob's rates are actually going up for their monthly subscription,
Right.
but we aren't going to have one.
Right. So there's no monthly subscription. Even though their rates are going up, we've got our own special Land Geek volume rate. It's really exciting. We just need to code it. If you have account right now, you'll just move it over, or you'll cancel it, then you'll just go through LG Pass's program, and do that. So very exciting. Talk about happy, smart, and useful.
Exactly.
That's really happy, smart, and useful. So what does it mean to you? It just means that you're just going to make even a larger profit than you are now. And things are just going to be easier. You're going to save even more time at the end of the day. So it's just great. So what are our questions, Scott Boston?
Well, this is from, so we got some people watching on Facebook: Brian Perlin, Brian Finley, Ryan Wagner, Nathan Nidzwicki. And Nathan has a question. Have you been seeing views and messages drop last month? My views, messages, and digits compared to September and October have dropped 75%. Wow. Same recipe, different headlines, different ads, different pictures, different post times, no mention of animals, etc. So he's talking about Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook changed their algorithm. I think everyone's going through Facebook pain right now.
Yeah, I think they are going through Facebook pain. Views are down, fewer leads. We have multiple Facebook accounts, Mark, and we were banned from 3 of them for about 2 weeks this month.
Wow.
We didn't do anything differently than what we've been doing. They let us back on, thank goodness, and things are starting to churn again. But yeah, I think across the board there's a little bit of a difference. Now, navigate those waters, I don't know. Time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's just another problem to solve. We'll just have to figure out what do they want? Why? What are we doing wrong where the algorithm is not showing it? We had the same problem with Craigslist a while back, where it was like, we had to figure out, how do you crack Craigslist so those ads show up, and we'll do it. It just takes some time.
Right.
Any other questions?
Not that I can see on my end.
I've got
I'm only watching on Facebook.
Here's a question from Facebook. I have a question. How would you go about properties that are on a slope base of a mountain? Like marketing properties that are on a slope base of a mountain.
You've done that before.
I've done it. They sold. I would highlight it. I would actually highlight. This property has this degree slope. It's on a base of a mountain. Someone's going to think that's cool, actually. Someone who might go hang gliding might love it. So you just never know. But there is a pig for every barn. You don't want to hide it, though. You actually want to highlight it. Because when you highlight it, then it just builds this trust that, oh, this, what looks like on the surface might be a flaw with the land, and it may be a flaw to some people. You're bringing it right out there so that you're excluding all the people that don't want property on, with a big slope or a base of a mountain. But then you're including all the people that might think that's super cool and want to do that. So we've all seen these crazy homes on stilts in California on the base of a mountain. So, from an engineering perspective, they can do it. Someone will think it's cool. Kevin Perney. This is a good question. Anyone using paid ads on Facebook or sponsored posts? I've never done paid ads on Facebook. Have you?
We tried a paid ad or two a few years ago, and nothing took. But with these changes with Facebook, it might be something that we want to look into again. You can get a pretty far and wide-reaching ad for a few dollars on Facebook. So it might be something that we want to maybe experiment with and split test a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, I would definitely experiment with it, split test it for sure. I think your lowest cost ad is going to be a retargeting ad. So anyone that comes to your website, let's say, you could retarget. You could do a lookalike audience. So if you've got a big list of customers, or even just on your mailing list, you could import them into Facebook and just market people that look like this. That's going to be a better way to do it, because the last thing you want to do is just start throwing money at cold traffic. They don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. It's really, really tough to break through. Your offer's going to have to be so irresistible, and even then, it's just you have to have sort of a formula to take cold traffic and warm them up. So it can be done, but then you really need to know your numbers at that point too. And you got to know your conversion rate. It's a more advanced done by, medium-sized companies, bigger companies that can do it. A smaller company, I would say your marketing dollars are going to be better spent organically, working that organic traffic. But then again, like Scott said, if organic traffic is nothing's being seen and you got to pay,
right?
Which stinks. Kevin agreed. Retargeting is a must with Facebook. Should always have a pixel on your website. There you go. Exactly. And getting pixels, if now we're getting really technical. It's really easy now, right, to get a pixel on your website. You can just Google Facebook pixel. Right. And there's third parties that kind of help you with that, for sure. What else is going on?
I don't know.
It's cold here, by the way. Is it cold?
Cold there.
It's like 50s now. Wait, let me see what the temperature is. It's 54. Burr.
Ooh, that is chilly there.
It's been a
really
cold.
nice. It's been a nice sunny week here. The 40s during the day, so we're not far behind you.
That's not so bad. We're on Alaska, nice. Wisconsin.
That's right.
Yeah, I sleep different in the cold, I'm noticing. Do you sleep differently? I'm sleeping in later.
Well, is it the cold or is it the no caffeine?
I don't know. It could be both. I don't know.
You're sleeping in later? Yeah, I don't know. I really go in spurts with my sleeping. Some weeks I'm up early, some weeks who's this guy?
Oh, look at this.
Well, thanks for showing up, buddy. We're almost done.
Yeah. He wants to show off the new mic.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay, Mark?
Yeah, but but like on Ecamm, Mike, you're really close, like to the video. Okay, there. Yeah, that's a little better.
Do you want to know why I'm late?
Why?
Because I was running a test with my team with our new process Moto, and flawlessly, I can say that they may not be as excited as I am, but they were pretty excited.
All right. So process moto, for those that don't know it, doing.
What is it? Oh, to me, you know what it is, Mark? It's how we become the McDonald's in our business. Like if you go to McDonald's and you order a cheeseburger, people in the back aren't going, now does mustard? Is there onions on that? It's like bang, 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 bang. They know what to. So it's like the land business. What frustrates me with the land business is, although I have it automated and delegated, that the consistency, it wasn't always there. It's not the same thing. This doesn't happen repetitively. There's always little variances, and I want it to work like clockwork. And I know that the process moto does that. It turns it into a clockwork. Now you gotta take your mind and you gotta map it out. That's the hard part. But once you go through those initial struggles, it's pretty awesome.
Okay, so give us a little teaser of what your process was.
So this is the intake process, and so, I wish mine was as simple as Scott Todd, but he's what's interesting is like he's non-negotiable. Like when people say he offers them $1,000 and they want $1,100, he's kind of like, he's very, exact. I like to negotiate a little bit, so I have some extra steps in mind. So basically, when it comes into LG Pass, my intake manager kicks off this process, and what happens is that everybody gets emails and everybody gets notified at the right time. So they own a part of this deal, and they only see and they have a timeline, because if it doesn't get done in the right amount of time, their inbox with this process mode will turn red, which is like, hey, you got to get on this. I gave you 2 days to do the due diligence. Got to get cracking on it. What happens is everybody gets their. I liken it to. What do they call that in track? And I didn't run track, but with the baton, the relay race.
Yeah, relay race.
Relay race, yeah.
So this to me is like, okay, it's yours. Okay, now give it. Now there's any point, like when it starts in the beginning, my intake manager, she takes a look at it, and I say, geez, I like this. Let's buy it for this price. Now she might negotiate with them, and she sends it back to me. I can revert it back. I can kick it back and say, no, I don't like that. We can go back and forth. So the baton goes back and forth, back and forth. And then when I'm done, I hand the baton off to the due diligence. I call her the research assistant. Doesn't that sound nicer?
That
research
is nice.
Assistant.
Research assistant.
I mean, nobody wants to be the due diligence VA, but the research assistant, I can hire that all day long.
Yeah.
So the research assistant now gets the baton. She has 2 days to go through all of what I need her to do for that due diligence, and each one of us might have some variance in that, but we're all pretty much the same, I'd say. And when she's done, I get another email that says, you got to review this. I look at it. If I don't like it, guess what? I kick it back to her. Here's the baton back. You have to get me more information on this, this, and this. Now, when that's done, I hand the baton off to the team, part of the team that does the title research, right? And makes the new deed. Like, okay, so they go ahead and do that. If they have any issues, I review that, and I can kick it back and say, geez, whatever. I can always kick it back up one step or back down. After that's done and I approve it, it goes back to my because she's going to contact them and say, congratulations, your property passed our due diligence. Your property passed our title, a title search. We're going to buy this property. How exciting is that? And how are we going to close? Is it direct, mobile notary? How are we going to do that? And then once that happens, she fills out the information. It goes over to I call Laura the CFO. Isn't that a better title? She does all the closing. So she's the CFO. She gets the closing package. Now, if she doesn't like it, guess what she can do? Kick it on back up. Hey, I don't have enough information here. What about this and that? And then it comes down. It gets closed. Workflow complete. We own the property. And it's just going to take away all these bumps of like, okay, so where's that property deal right now? Because if it's in your inbox, you own it, and you better do something with it. I'm ecstatic. Can you tell? I've been up late. I've been torturing Scott Todd. He even did a late night call with me. I've been bugging him like crazy. But you know what? This is insane.
Process Moto is a game changer.
Game changer.
It is a game
It's a
changer.
You know what
game
else is a
changer.
Game changer. The Bumblebee.
You love that Bumblebee,
Sound a little
Mike.
tinny, you're a lie.
How do I sound? Tenny? What? Tenny? No, this must be
Tinny.
Skype. It can't be the. Let me adjust my gain. How's that?
Dude, no, it's worse.
The other way?
Other way.
Hello, hello, hello.
That's good. That's good.
That's better.
Does he sound better than me?
No.
But Mark, you can appreciate this. This was $89 on Cyber Week as opposed to $200 it normally costs. As opposed to
that is
I wouldn't want to say to the users, the listeners, what that might cost next to you. So I wouldn't want to even say that.
I don't even know what my mic costs. Matt Forbes is like, you need to get the Joe Rogan mic. I'm like, okay.
I could tell you
Buy
it's
now.
$89.
I think it's a little more, but you sound great. You do. Here's a question. When LG Pass starts doing mailings, will the monthly be the same price? Oh, you mean the monthly for LG Pass? Yes, it will.
Good.
Yes, it will. So, saving money.
That's
Saving money.
Is that
You
what
know,
we're
you know, Mike,
talking
it's
about?
going to 65
Yeah.
cents.
Yeah.
A first class mail, no monthly fee for Lob. And Lob's monthly fee is going up. We're the only ones that have this deal with address verification. It is the lowest price mailing anywhere.
I love it. But you know what? I'd pay $1 all day long for the deals we get.
No,
It's
I
just another
know.
it's just another great benefit of being part of the community.
No, well, exactly. But yeah, so now you're really getting the power of the community because all that mailing savings just goes right to your bottom line, pure
Right.
profit, and it adds up. You know, every little bit adds up. So it's amazing. Caught you guys on Nightcap last night. What was with the wine, Mike Zano?
Well, that was why
Yeah.
I did have a massive headache. Mark, I've been watching. So you keyed me into Ted Lasso. By doing so, you keyed me into Apple TV. So then I watched The Servant by M. Night Shyamalan.
I've seen The
And-
Servant, and it is
Yeah.
really
Did that not
good.
make you want to drink red wine? I want to go to the cellar and I want to blow off my wine bottle because it's all
Look.
they were doing is cooking and drinking and cooking and drinking.
Cooking and drinking, I know. But look, I'm still a man. It's Nightcap. I gotta drink my scotch and my tequila.
That'll be
I'm not.
tonight.
I'm not gonna sip my little red. No, I'm joking, obviously, because red wine's great.
They wrote me in. That show wrote me
it's-
right in. I
it's
need
a-
a wine
yeah.
cellar now, Mark. I need a wine cellar. I need to blow dust off wine bottles.
Yeah, they're like this affluent couple in Philadelphia. They're sipping their nice wine. He's like this top chef. It is. You do get into it. I'm like,
He
I
made
want to
the
get
blowfish. The blowfish. He made a
Yeah.
meal with the blowfish. That was insane. When you one wrong bite, boss. Have you ever heard of that fish? One wrong bite of it, it'll kill you if they prepare it incorrectly.
I
Yeah.
never heard of people eating blowfish. I know that blowfish are deadly, but I
Right.
didn't know you could eat them.
If it's prepared correctly, it's
like
supposed to be a delicacy, or it can kill
Yeah,
you.
Japanese usually do that. I think, it's something very careful.
Yeah, my fraternity brother wrote the script for the Simpsons show titled "One Fish, Two Fish, Blowfish." So I actually read it before it was actually
Wow.
on, and they picked it up. I mean, it was really cool. But the Simpsons did something like where Homer eats a blowfish, and I think he gets really sick or something. I forget, but it's really, and hilarity ensues.
Wow.
Kevin Perney wants to know: does Process Moto use Airtable?
Well, it has some Zapier integrations, which I have not. That's my next step, is to sort of. So I think once you include Zapier, Mark, don't you include everything pretty much? I mean, that's the
Yeah,
link, the
so
whole
it's-
thing.
It'll all link, Kevin, for sure. So this was fun, guys. Mike Zano, what a pleasure.
Pleasure.
What a pleasure to see you. Oh, Bossman, look. Got to give you some love, man.
You know,
Always great seeing you. And
it was great seeing you.
I look, I do feel a little bit of shame about my beard. I got real itchy yesterday. Got real itchy. I was like, I gotta shave.
Yeah, I think mine's coming off this weekend. It's time to decrease my age by 20 years, at least appearance wise. And
No, he's got the Sean Connery mix with who's the other guy? Gerard Butler. Sean Connery, Gerard Butler, Scott Bossman. Look at him.
I like it.
Gandalf.
No, not Gandalf.
Bossman the Gray. Did you hear Forbes
Bossman
last
the
night?
Wise.
Right.
He called him Bossman the Gray last night.
That's not the greatest. Someone about Papa Smurf. I don't know. I can't see who's saying that. Facebook user.
Yeah, that's Ken Green.
Ken Green.
It's the second time he's called me that. I appreciate that, Ken.
That's funny. That's funny. So are we doing another?
Oh, you cut out there. What'd you say, Mark?
Oh, I did. See, Mike Zano, your mic is better than
Bumblebee
mine.
didn't kick out.
Don't
Here.
be.
Solid.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Bumblebee.
Are we doing a giveaway?
Oh yeah, we have a giveaway. So let me. I got everybody's name in a hat. Actually, give me just a second because I got to add the people on this. Because if anybody makes a comment on Coffee Talk or Nightcap during the week, you get entered into a drawing for lots or something similar. So you give me just a second.
Mark, this is only step 1 in my new office setup, by the way.
Why? What else you got going on?
Well, I know you're not going to celebrate the rest of it, but I'll tell you anyways.
Why wouldn't I celebrate it?
Because I have a docking station for my Surface.
Oh.
But it's going to connect, because this is an incredible docking station, it's going to connect me to a nice 34 or 37-inch monitor, and it's just going to be insane. The productivity, it's going to be incredible.
Have you read the reviews of the new M1 chip?
Yeah, but
The
Mark, I
silicon
read
chip?
also that there's some integration issues with apps. They have to build some other things that have a work. It's the first. I would have gotten the M1 all day long, but it just came out, and I'm a little leery of the very beginnings of it. I'm going to get that, but I'm just going to wait a little bit.
All right. I'm also waiting. Well, the reason I'm waiting is it only has 16 gigs of RAM. This one that I have, I just got, has 32 gigs of RAM, and I don't know what I'm using that's using up like 16 gigs of RAM consistently. So I need that RAM, apparently. Although I did read that it does use less RAM, this chip, for some reason.
It sounds amazing. Describe it.
It runs
sounds
fast
amazing.
and cool. Like it's like an engineering feat.
But there are some bugs. Something about it didn't integrate with all apps or something. There was something I read, and they had to do workaround.
Well, I think that's just the developers catching up to it. And they've got because I think the architecture to migrate over is like supposed to be like a software, like amazing feat of software technology, what they did there too. So it's just a matter of time. It's not a flaw. It's just, I think people just have to catch up to it. And someone
I'm
put it
excited
on
by
here,
it.
first time on Coffee Talk. Welcome, Facebook user. Nice.
It's hard not to get wrapped in. When you go to Apple's website, their event, their marketing, it just encapsulates you. It wraps you in like you want it. Like the way they do that, it's really well done.
Yeah, we can learn a lot from marketing just from watching what they do. For sure. Scott Bossman, what's on your mind, man? Are we ready?
I'm good.
All
ready.
right.
What are we giving away, though?
Give it
Well,
away,
give
give
it
it away,
away.
give it away now.
Did you just say the same thing?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, baby.
That was exactly together.
We are in sync.
Can you name the year that song came out?
Ooh, is it 92?
91.
91 is my guess. Could be
What?
90 though.
Okay.
Zeno, you find out. I got the draw. I'm gonna do the drawing here. So this is for lots. Looking over Tate's shoulder. For more information, go to landgeek.com/lots. But it's a really cool little mini Netflix series on land. Takes you through all aspects of Tate's business, and we're gonna pick a name. Ready?
1991.
All right. Give it away, give it away, give it away. Oh, you were right, 91. I was
September 4th.
That's amazing. Wow.
The winner is Greg Schmidt.
Greg Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Congratulations, Greg Schmidt. See, it pays
Greg.
to be on Nightcap and Coffee Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, I gotta go into Restream and change up the thing here where it says like update titles. Because I don't want to keep going in every time Coffee Talk and Land Geeks guys, Nightcap and Land Geek guys. I gotta change it every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Actually, YouTube, I forgot to change it. So it says Coffee Talk for all of them except for YouTube. It still says Nightcap. Whoops.
You can update them all at the same time. Yeah, it's just something that.
Update all. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Shouldn't we come up with something more generic? What else could we could say, like, get your questions answered by the Land Geek guys?
Or Land Geek Live.
Land Geek Live. Yeah, Land Geeks are live.
It solves it.
Solves it. All right, done.
Smart,
change
happy,
it.
and useful.
Smart, happy, and useful. Yeah, Mike missed that. Mike, we're not even going to tell you what we talked about. You got to go back and watch.
Happy and useful.
We live in the replay, baby. You're going to have to listen to it.
We do live in the replay.
We live in the rerun. We are the rerun. We're the Threes Company of land investing.
Whatever happened to the? Well, I know that unfortunately, what was his name? He passed away. The other girl was doing commercials for exercise. Is she still out there? And what happened to the other girl?
Suzanne Summers? Yeah, she's.
Oh no, you're thinking about Joyce DeWitt. Suzanne Summers, I think, had a nice long career.
Yeah, Joyce DeWitt. What happened to her?
Married, kids, family. I don't know. Hollywood is brutal. I don't know. Brutal. Here's one more question before we end. Should we answer it? What is your filter price? What is your filter for price in acres for pulling a list?
I'm not sure what that means. Say that
Your
again.
filter for price in acres
Then they say pulling a list.
for pulling a list. What is your filter? Like, would you say
Matrix?
Matrix or
Pricing matrix? Are they looking for the pricing or the?
we need more information?
I'm wondering if he means what acre range when we're pulling a list. I don't know.
Oh, I would go from
down to
0 to
value.
640.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's really what it's the price range you want to be in. Could be a quarter acre. Could be 40 acres. Could be
Right.
more.
Do you guys have a preference on acres? Do you care?
No.
I have a preference on profit.
A profit preference.
Preference on price and profit. PR,
We've made money on
Yeah.
things that are tiny and things that are huge, right? Money's there. It's the matter of you following the Land Geek 25 cents on the dollar. That's what you need to follow.
Profit preference. There's a lot of alliteration going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just curious. All right.
Sorry,
well,
I'm at the end of my daily fast. I'm about to eat my first meal of the day, so I'm a little loopy.
wait a 30 there.
Yeah, I know. I'm hardcore.
I'm going till 2 today on my intermittent fast. Now, did you stop eating at 8 or 7? So maybe I'm talking out of turn.
Well, no, I stopped eating last night. It was probably more 7, yeah. And
Okay,
then
so
but
that's legit.
drinking the wine
Yeah, but you had
continues.
wine. So
Yeah, that doesn't
Dude.
count. That's
You
not.
didn't stop
Liquid.
drinking.
Mark, oh wait. Do you know what? You literally have impacted my life in one of the most already, you've already done it through the land investing and all that. But you know what I haven't done in a month?
What?
You know,
You haven't drink coffee?
I haven't had coffee in a month.
No
And my
way.
life, physically and has never been better. I wish the doctors told me, "Hey, Mike, you're having some digestive issues. Why don't you stop drinking?" Why? All of them want to run tests, but nobody ever said, "Quick coffee." Now look I do green tea, which still has caffeine, but I am now a an iron kettle, like a Japanese kettle, and I'm cooking all kinds of fresh tea every day. My wife and my daughter are drinking it. I have never felt better physically. It is such a difference.
Wow. How is your sleep? I was just asking Scott, like, are you sleeping later in winter?
Well, a lot of wine there helps too. So
No, wine does not help your sleep. It's worse.
although the problem I have now is that we have a brand new kitten, and when I go to bed at night, he decides that when I lay down, he's going to attack me. Like every time I move, like he just literally dive bombs onto my face. So he doesn't understand it's sleep time. No, because he sleeps all day. So it's time to claw Mike in the face time.
Patty Pierce is the best comment of the day. What kind of anti-coffee talk is this?
Exactly.
We're changing the name. So next year it's not coffee talk. It's going to be talk.
Morning musings.
Tea talk.
Morning musings. Tea talk. Green tea talk.
Fuck, I never felt better.
I'm totally
Forget
off
the I'm
caffeine.
not
That's
going back.
amazing though. Scott Bossman, you're going to join the no cap. Well, Mike's still drinking caffeine though. I'm not. I have no caffeine.
Green tea. It's green tea.
Green
It's
tea.
natural.
It's natural, but it still has some caffeine.
But you know what? I didn't stop because of the caffeine. I stopped because I wondered if the coffee was irritating my stomach, and it's the coffee that was the culprit, not the caffeine.
Well, yeah, Michael Pollan's got a great book on caffeine in Audible. Yeah, and I think it's free actually. It's like 3 hours, and he talks all about the history of caffeine and what it does to you, and what happened when he went off caffeine, what happened when he went back on caffeine. He's like his comment was really interesting. He's like, it was worth going off caffeine for 3 months just to get that euphoric feeling again, going back on it. And his whole thing was like, he thought to himself, oh, I was just drinking on the weekends. Couldn't do it. Like, it's so addictive.
Yes.
But he slept great. I sleep way better. I think. I can't tell.
I don't know. I feel like because of this, this I said it last night in the nightcap, because of this COVID and it's kicking up again, I feel like, all the other kids are growing and older on their own, but we got Laura and Summer here, and like we're on this spaceship all by ourselves. Like I feel like in that, what's that, when they go to Mars, I feel like we're all just in the, like when you're a kid and you build that fort with the blanket over the couch, like we're inside there and like we're eating our meals, but we're just staring at each other day after day after day.
It's true.
I know there are other human beings outside of this home.
Look, they're out there. How come he's walking
out there.
around? Isn't it contaminated out there?
Yeah. How excited are you for 2021?
Bring it on.
Bring on 2021.
There's going to be a
But-
baby boom. You mark my words. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. People are going to be happy and
I think there was an entrepreneurial boom
smart
in
and useful.
2020. There was people left and right, deciding that, hey, what can I do from home? Land investing. There's been a
Yeah.
boom in that. And I think that there are some negatives, but there are some positives. There's been people that were forced into different type of thinking.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's a silver lining to everything. There really is. You just have to look for it. And, lots of silver linings coming out of this. I think the biggest one for the world is we're going to be way more prepared for the inevitable next pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I think another one that we don't talk enough about is improving factory farming and these wet markets. Because let's face it, that's the culprit, right? It's animal to human being. Scott Bossman, you can ignore this part, but Mike, maybe you and I should go vegetarian.
I'll do anything. I'm up for
I'm
it.
definitely ignoring.
I want to
this.
do some
Yeah.
hydroponics. I want to get some indoor hydroponic type, growing some things, and like this is yeah, it's good stuff. Hey, as long as Apple doesn't run out of good TV shows, I'm good. Because once that crashes, we got a problem.
Then we got a problem, right? I think we should end on that. Here's the best comment. Here's a good comment. Land investing best COVID business on the buy and sell side. It is. It is. I'd love to know anything better than what we're doing. I'd love to know. I don't think there is.
Making bumblebee microphones?
No, it's physical. You know, connection involved in all that. No. We shuffle paper and make money.
No,
It's amazing.
not even shuffling paper anymore, Mark.
I know we don't even shuffle paper. Like there's no paper cuts anymore. It's like we press buttons and make money.
We build workflows, is what we do. Solutions.
It's the ultimate subscription model. It's a one-time sale, recurring income every single month. No renters, rehabs, renovations, or rodents. What's better? I don't know. So, schedule a call, landgeek.com/training. Learn more about flight school. When is the next flight school? December 8th, 4 more days.
Tuesday night.
That next week. Whoa.
Tuesday night.
If you're out there
wow.
listening, this is the time. You want to start 2021 on the right foot? Now is the time. Get a jump start on 2021. Make it the year that everything changes.
There you go. Kevin Perney, the automatic customer. I think that's a book too. I think I read it. I don't know. Did I tell you I finished Count of Monte Cristo, Scott?
What is that?
You did?
Oh,
Was it
Count of
one of
Monte
your favorite
Cristo.
books ever?
It's one of my favorite books ever. Holy cow. Yeah, unbelievable.
Amazing
I-
book.
Although I did notice that I started speaking like I was in the 1860s again.
Yes.
You said again as if you were already there.
Right.
Were you there?
Or I was not there, but unless I believe in past
the next
lives.
Classic, Mark, the next classic you need to read that's in my top 10 is Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove. Okay. Done and done.
It's amazing.
All right.
You guys have that snobby book club going on.
All right, well, let's end this because Scott Bossman, you and I have to talk about Mandalorian. I don't want to do any spoilers. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your comments. We'll see everybody. Are we coming back for next Friday?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, we'll see everybody next Friday. Enjoy your coffee or water or green tea, and we'll all do this
Wine.
together. And congratulations, Greg Schmidt. 1, 2, 3. Let freedom ring.
ring.
Not bad. Thanks, everybody.